Hey guys, we've got a workout for you. Hein and Derek, personal trainer and Group X, and we've got a stability ball and a slider, and they are going to go through a circuit. We have all the exercises here. We're going to go 3 times through the circuit, 30 seconds of work, and roughly 15 seconds of rest between exercises. And we are going to start with an easy warm-up. We're going to do 5 walkouts to plank. So in between each walkout, you're going to so squat down, walk your hands out, come to that full plank, hips up. So lift your hips up and squeeze. And now walk your hands back, your hips go up, knees bend, and stand all the way up. Nice and tall, and that's 1. We're going to do 5. So they're going for 2. You can join us. This is a really good full body warm up. Good. Push your hands down as your hips come up and you're walking yourself back. So get your rhythm, nice tight plank, and this is finishing up 3. We've got 2 more and we're going to get into it. So just make sure when you come out to your plank, you're getting that full body cramp. Your hands are under the shoulders, hips are not sagging, and make sure you are breathing. Good, last one. Good. And so now we're going to get started. Our first exercise is a body sock. So we are going to be, Hein is going to demonstrate the stability ball, Derek's going to be on the slider. You are going to be in a plank, your forearms are going to be on the center of the ball. And so your elbows will be underneath the shoulders. Come into that full plank, and now you are going to drive, Hein is going to drive the ball forward and back, and Derek is going to slide his body back, maintaining that nice tight position, and finishing at his reps with the elbow underneath the shoulder. So we are 15 seconds in. Good. Keep it up. Make sure you're breathing. Nice tight plank. Lots of tension. We've got 8 seconds. Squeeze. Good job. 5, 3, 2, and break. We got about a 15-second break as we go into the next exercise, which is our knee tuck crunch. So you will have your feet on the ball. Yep, you'll be in your plank, either from your forearms or your hands, and maintain that plank. And we are going to get into that. Okay, up into that plank. Good, and now you will drive your knees in and out. Good. Come out to a nice full plank. Your hands should be underneath the shoulders. Try not to let those hips drop. Good job. We're halfway through. 30 seconds may not sound like much, but when you have a lot of tension like this and doing body weight, it is brutal. We've got 5 seconds. Make sure you exhale as you pull the knees in and break. Good. So our next one is our oblique crunch. We're going to be in the same start position, but instead of bringing the knees to the center of the chest, we're going to alternate sides. We're going to be in the same position as we did for our knee tuck over the ball. And we're going to bring both knees to the side, come back out to that plank, and then to the other side to complete our reps. So you will have your feet on the ball.
Oh.
Feet on the ball, the same as the knee tuck crunch, which we just did. Good. So you're going to get your feet. And now to make this easier on the ball, you're going to have the ball closer to the knee. To make it harder, it's going to be closer to your foot. Okay, we're going to come up into that plank. Good, and now we're going to go. You're on, and you're going to alternate knees to the elbows. Come back out to plank. This is not an easy exercise, so take your time. Know your limits, and don't worry about the reps. We're just going for time.
I could have swore I told you not to kill me today.
We have 10 seconds.
Sorry.
This is no joke. Right, 5. You guys know me. 3, and break. Good job. Take a rest. So our next one, now we're gonna stand up. We're gonna do a suspended side lunge. So for Derek, his foot is gonna be on the slider, and the working leg is going into that lunge. The slider's pushing out, and he's gonna drag it back to the midline. Hein is going to have one leg on the ball and push the ball away as she goes into her side lunge. So we're working on a little bit of balance here. And we're gonna get started. So take your time with this. Just make sure that your knee does not go caving in and it doesn't go too far forward. Yes. So you're bending the stance leg. Okay? Bending the stance leg, yep. All right, and go. And now drag that ball back into the midline and push it out for your reps. Good job. So stay nice and tall. Make sure you're breathing, and make sure that the stance leg foot is driving down into the floor. Full body tension. Good job. Exhale as you come back to the start. We got 5 more seconds. Good. And break. And now we are going to do the other side. So make sure you have enough room. Good. And we're going to start. Go. Good. Exhale as you drag that leg back to the midline. Control that knee on that stance leg. Don't let it turn in. You're working the outer hip to help stabilize. Inhale as you lower, exhale and drag. You're going to feel inner thigh on that suspended leg or the slider leg. And hips, quads, and everything working on the stance leg. And break. Good. So now we're going to go into our suspended reverse lunge. So the same thing, only now Hein is going to have the ball behind her. Her foot is going to be on top. And Derek will show us from the side. So he's going to make sure when he slides the slider back, his front knee stays more in the range over the ankle. And same thing with Hein. So we're going to get going. 30 seconds. And go. Good. Drag that ball back to the center. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. Chest is up. Nice tall spine. Make sure you're breathing. Drive that front foot down. Good. And squeeze your glutes. We've got 7 seconds. Good job, you guys. Looking good. 3. And break. Good, so we're going to switch sides. So remember, we try to get the same number of reps per side, but don't worry so much about how many reps. Just do the best you can and worry about the time. And we're on 30 seconds. So again, Derek is sliding, keeping his knee over the ankle, and his back knee, his hips come straight down towards the floor. Your knee does not have to touch the floor. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Chest is up. Core is tight. You're driving that front foot down. Good. We've got 5 more seconds. And break. Nice. All right. So now we're going to get on our back. And we're doing a hamstring curl. Hein will have her feet on the ball. Derek will have both feet on the slider. If you have the long slider, you can use a towel, socks, anything. This is a very challenging hamstring curl. So take your time, take a break if you need it, and you're going to start with your legs straight. Bridge your hips up. Good, and go. Pull those heels in towards your glutes and drive them away. Full body tension. If you bend your elbows and press them into the floor, you're going to find you're activating your back muscles. Good, keeps you nice and tight. Make sure you're breathing throughout. Try not to use your low back. Keep that rib cage down. Good, 5 seconds. And break. Good. Our last exercise in the circuit. So there is a modification for that to make it harder. For that hamstring curl, you can go to a single leg. Much more challenging. So be smart if you decide to use that. So our last exercise is just gonna be our hip bridge. So Hein will have her feet on the ball, Derek is just gonna have his feet on the ground, and he's gonna use as much full body tension as he can. So we're going 30 seconds, and go. So dig those elbows in, rib cage is down, and you're going up and down, hip bridge. So Hein is gonna bend her knees over her hips and drive her heels down into the ball and lift the hips up and down, just your hip bridge. So bend your knees, and now just go down to the ground, and then drive your hips back up. Good. Exhale on the way up, good. So you're hinging at the hips. So make sure that your back is flat, rib cage is down, and break. All right, that was the first time through the circuit. We have 2 more times. What do you guys think?
Evil trainer.
The henchman.
Evil trainer. Nice trainer. Evil trainer.
I make my clients do it, but
I think
don't-
there's gonna be some
I'm sweating.
payback.
I'm sweating. Oh
There's
my God.
gonna be some payback for that. All right, round 2, body saw. So we've got Hein on the ball, forearms are on top, elbows are underneath the shoulders, and Derek is in his forearm plank, and we're gonna get going, 30 seconds. So she's gonna drive her elbows forward and pull them back. So the challenge with this is keeping that rib cage down. We do not want the back to sag. You're gonna feel it in your mid back or your low back if you lose that tension. Good. This is not an easy exercise, but it's very beneficial. You're almost there. You got 5 seconds. Good job. Come on. And break. Nice. Good. So you get a break. Take a breather. And we're going to go into that knee tuck crunch. So Hein will have her hands on the floor, feet on the ball, or her calves on the ball. Derek's going to be in his plank with his feet on the slider.
And what's easier, elbows or?
You can do either. You don't have as much space on your elbows, but if you have wrist issues, I do recommend doing it from the forearms.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're up and we got 30 seconds and go. Exhale and pull those knees in, drive out to that plank. Good job. Same thing, the rib cage stays down. Don't let the hips sag. Your body is nice and tight. Breathe, you've got 15 seconds. Good job. Nice, so remember, to make this easier, you can bring the ball closer to the knees. To make it harder, you would have your toes or the top of your foot on the ball. And break. Good. Yeah, this is no joke. I know, guys. So our oblique crunch, alternating sides is next. Same position as the knee tuck crunch, where your hands are on the floor. Okay, good. And we're gonna alternate sides, bringing both knees to one elbow, come back out to plank, and you're on. So both knees to one elbow, come back out to plank, and then switch sides. Good. Hips will come up. Make sure you are breathing. Exhale as you bring those knees in. So we're getting full body here. We're supporting the upper body, lots of shoulders, back, chest. Everything, right. 5 seconds, come on. Good. 2, and break. Awesome. All right, so now we're back to the legs. Suspended side lunge. Single leg work, working on balance and strength. So that foot is going to be on top of the ball. Okay, yep. All right, you ready? And go. Slide that foot out to the side. Remember to control the knee. Your hips go back. Your chest is up, back is flat, lots of tension. Exhale and really pull that leg towards the midline and work the inner thighs. You guys look good. You got 10 more seconds. Inhale and then exhale up. Good job. Don't let that knee cave in. Good. And break.